Young nigga came with the fucking potion. Blow gas every day, that's the motion. Exotic buzz, that's what I'm smoking. All this drink diamonds flow like an ocean.
What's up guys, it's Andy Gaming here and welcome back to a new video on my channel. In today's video guys, I'm going to be bringing you guys a few tips and tricks for Call of Duty Modern Warfare Warzone, and I'm going to be showing all of my settings and go over my settings and stuff like that. Not necessarily on YouTube but on TikTok. If you guys didn't know, I have a TikTok. I'll leave a link to that in the description. It's Andrew Gaming TV _ the same as my Twitch name, and I have some clips there that you guys probably haven't seen. But at least on TikTok, a lot of people in the comments have been commenting like, "Yo Andrew, you have fucking no recoil hack, nice hacking. How you have no recoil? Can you please make a settings video?" So that's exactly what I'm doing in today's video guys. So yeah, what I'm going to be going over in today's video is all of my settings, my controller settings, graphic settings. I'm also going to be showing my gaming peripherals. I'm going to be like showing my controller, my paddle setup and stuff like that. And I'm also going to be going over some tips and tricks while we go over the settings, so I can explain to you guys why you should use different stuff and maybe what you can change compared to my settings. So yeah, this is gonna be a really nice video. If you guys have seen, you know my aim is insane on this game. Y'all have seen my gameplay, you know I have insane aim, so I think my settings will work pretty good. Also, if you go over here, you see on Warzone I have a 4.54 KD, plus I have 193 wins as of right now. So yeah, I feel like my settings are pretty good. If you think that these settings will help you, or if they help you but in any way, be sure to let me know down in the comments below. I would really appreciate that. I'm not going to be wasting much more time, so let's just get into the video. So if you guys didn't know, I'm my paddles. Okay, so the first thing I have is I have a strike pack. So if you guys think I'm hacking or something, I'm not. I've never actually used the mods on this controller right here. I only use this because like the paddles, because they are really easy programmable and I really like the positioning of them. I've never tried the mods. I'm not gonna do it because I'm not a pussy, and for the people that know me, they know that I don't do stuff like that. But the reason why I mainly bought this and not a scuff is because I've heard that scuff break really easy. Plus before, like a year ago or something, I used to break a lot of controllers, so this is way cheaper for me, just because I break a lot of controllers and stuff. So it's just, I'm a cheapskate, you know, that's basically what it is. And yeah, so I have my right paddle. I have my right paddle as X or jump, and I have my left paddle as circle or sliding, or like proning. So that is what I have. And here on the front, as you guys can see, I have a control freak, or that's not a control freak, that's just a cheap stuff, cheap like controller stuff from eBay. And I also have a control freak Infinity Warfare control freak on the right stick for my aim. So I definitely would recommend investing in control freaks if you guys don't have that. But yeah, let's get into the settings now. It's been a lot of talking right now. So yeah, I play on default flip. So flip, it just means so I shoot with these upper buttons instead of the lower. And I play default because I have paddles, so I just jump and slide with paddles. A default dead zone is 0.06. You should have this as low as possible if you guys don't have that, because you should have this as low as possible, but I have it at 0.06 because that is the lowest I can have it on to not get stick drift. If you don't know what stick drift is, it just means that your controller is like looking around when you're not touching it, basically. I play on 11 cents. I think that this is something you should, this is personal preference. Don't look at my settings. Be comfortable with what your settings are. I think a lower settings is easier for better aim, but I want to keep it at 11, so I still have that kind of like flexibility, so I can like flick around a little bit and still like turn on people and stuff. So that is basically why I use 11. This is just the default. I haven't really changed this. Aim response curve, I used the dynamic. I really don't know what it does, to be honest. I have no idea what it does, but the only thing I know is that when I tried this out for the first time, I just felt a lot smoother. Like it felt like my aim assist was a lot better. So yeah, you should definitely use this to get a cracked aim like me. I recommend that setting. And the controller vibration, I turn that off. I don't like my controller fucking being a dildo while I shoot and stuff in Call of Duty. Aim assist is just standard. I tried focusing and precision, but it's really good, but at the same time it's kind of hard close range aiming, but it's really good for like long range fight, so you can test around with that, but I just have it as standard. ADS plus melee on this weapon mounting. Yeah, this is I have a contextual tap. This means so I can just tap square when I want to pick up stuff in Warzone, and yeah, you can see what it is. And if you wanna, holding the button always reloads, so like it's kind of like if you're gonna pick up something, it prioritizes that, so you can just tap it. But if you wanna, you can also reload by just pressing it, but that means that there can't be like any loot under you that you can pick up. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's basically so I can just tap to open chests and stuff in Warzone. To be honest, I don't know what the fuck that is. Slide behavior, I have that on tap. It's really good to have that on tap if you want to slide cancel and stuff like that, so I recommend switching this to tap instead of hold. Disabled. Auto deploy parachute, I just have this on just for safety reasons. And then we go into general settings. You see my brightness at 60%. Safe area, that is whatever. Film gain, turn that off. I just think that ugly. You can have it on if you want to, it doesn't really matter, but I think it's ugly. Tooltips, just have that on. Subtitles, I have that on. I think it's nice to see some subtitles. Just sometimes you can hear people say stuff that you can see people say stuff that you can't really hear. Also, my language in English. The color band settings. This is what I like. I usually use this because this is basically like the default colors, but the only thing is that like colors such as blue and stuff like that, they just pop a little bit more, and I like a little bit more pop in my colors, so I use that. I tried this out the other day, but to be honest, it looks kind of weird, plus you have no like green colors. I kind of like it, but I stick to Dutronope, so you do what you want to do, it doesn't really matter. Turn off motion blur and weapon blur. I would really recommend that because it just looks really ugly and it's hard to see enemies. Definitely change the minimap shape to square instead of circle. You're gonna be able to see a lot more enemies and cars and stuff like that in Warzone, so I would definitely recommend that. Minimap rotation, this is just personal preference. I have that on just because that is what was on default, so I'm used to that. Letters, this doesn't really matter. Text chats, yeah, this doesn't really matter. Audio settings, let's get into the audio settings. So for the audio mix, I use boost high. In my opinion, this is the best audio settings to hear enemies, at least for my headset. You can try boost low, it depends kind of what headset you have, but one of these settings is the best, definitely. I would say boost high. Master volume, this doesn't really matter, but I have that 74, 10 on music. Dialogue, effects on 100. I would recommend that so you can hear footsteps really good and stuff. This doesn't really matter. I have the hit mark sound on classic. Yeah, this doesn't really matter. Voice chat effect, no effect, so you can actually hear people like how you should hear them. So yeah, that is basically all the settings that I'm going to be showing you guys. Also, so yeah, I hope these settings will help you guys out. These are the settings that I use to crack daily on Warzone. So yeah, I would definitely recommend you guys to try out some of these stuff that I told you in the video, but also some of the things like sensitivity, you should kind of find that yourself, because that is kind of more personal preference. It depends if you have a control freak, because if you have a control freak, higher sense are easier to control because you get more precision aim. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope these settings can help you guys out a little bit. Remember to comment something down below. Also, if you guys want any like special type of video, any class setup videos for some special weapons, something that I usually don't use, be sure to comment down below. Also follow me on my Twitch. I stream almost every day. I'll be streaming like 4 or 5 times every week. I usually have some breaks here and there. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this setting video right here. So yeah, please leave a like and subscribe, and I hope these settings helped out. So yeah, peace out everybody, love all y'all.